Hello friends, this is Astromania and I am your host Virat Avasti. In previous video, we learned about PSLV, GSLV, their orbits. Today, we learn about GSLV and their orbits and some of their classifications. But for now, we are learning a different topic. And this time, you have to guess the topic. A header will come in front of the screen and you have to guess which mission is it. I will give you 10 seconds and here it goes. Okay, so the mission is Apollo 11. Unguessable, right? The line was one of the President Kennedy's lines when he was giving the speech before the launch of the Apollo 11. As you know, the Apollo 11 had used the Saturn V for launch into the Earth orbit and for the translational injection. First, we learn about Saturn V, their stages, and a simulation we will use it. Get it correct? Okay friends, so here we have the information about Saturn V and its 3 stages. First stage, second stage and third stage. From their fuel capacity to their thrust, from their engine types to their number of engines. Let's start with the first stage. The first stage is also known as S-IC. It is the first stage of the American rocket Saturn V. As you know, the first stage's fuel capacity is 70,70,000 liters of fuel. The engine type is F1 and the number of engines are 5. When during the liftoff procedure, the 5 engines in the Saturn V's first stage ignite and produce thrust of 75 million pounds. Time to go to the second stage. The second stage has a fuel capacity of 9,84,000 liters. The engine type here is J2 and the number of engines are 5, the same as the number of engines in the first stage of the Saturn V. The thrust of the second stage of Saturn V is 1 million pound force. The third stage is the SIVB stage of the Saturn V, which is the third stage of the Saturn V and the second stage of the Saturn 1B, which we'll be talking about in a different video. For now, you have to listen me carefully because there are different categories in this stage. The first category is SIVB 200 series. The fuel capacity in this series is 2,41,300 pounds. The engine type is J2, the same as of the second stage of the Saturn V. The number of engines are 1 and the thrust is 2 lakhs pound force. The second series in this category of the third stage is SIVB 500. The fuel capacity is the same as of the 200 series, which is 2,41,300 pounds. The engine type is J2 and the number of engines is 1. The only difference is of the thrust, which is 2,32,250 pound force. If you want to see the photos, here are. Okay friends, it's time to go to the second part or the main part of this video, which is about the GSLV. Okay friends, let's learn about GSLV. GSLV's full form is Geosynchronous Satellite Launch vehicle. You have learnt about earlier that GSLV has enough fuel to reach Mercury orbits. And now we learn about GSLV orbits and their examples. GSLV is manufactured by ISRO. ISRO is the Indian Space Research Organization. In my first video, I had tell you about ISRO. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. Okay friends, so Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle or GSLV, if I say, launches vehicles into two different orbits, geosynchronous and geostationary. Geosynchronous orbits are in the tilted orbits from the equator, and the geostationary orbits are those that follow the equator, as you can see in the picture. Some examples of GSLV are GSLV Mk1, GSLV Mk2, and the latest launch of the Chandrayaan using the rocket GSLV Mk3. Okay, I think that's enough for today. If you are new on the channel, please subscribe, like and share. Press the bell icon to read so that you can get my videos on time when I upload them. Bye.